Hello and welcome to another episode of Disney Movie Investigation. If this is your first time watching, welcome to the show. Each week we take a look at a movie that is featured on Disney+. On this episode, we are going back to 2002 and looking at the action comedy Bad Company, starring Anthony Hopkins and Chris Rock. And if you are enjoying these videos, please do hit that subscribe button. That way you will never miss a single one of our videos. But for now, sit back and enjoy this episode of Disney Movie Investigation. So like I said, today we are covering Bad Company. This movie was released on June 7th, 2002. It was directed by Joel Schumacher, and it was written by Jason Richmond and Michael Brownring. The production companies for this movie were Touchstone Pictures, Jerry Bruckheimer Films, and Still King Productions. And it was distributed by Buena Vista Pictures. The budget for this movie was $70 million, and unfortunately it came in at a loss for box office returns at $66 million. But let's take a look at the development. So this movie was originally developed as a sequel to Blue Streak, starring Martin Lawrence, but it was never followed up on once the script was submitted. The movie is actually known for being the last major production to film inside the World Trade Center before the September 11th terrorist attack. The movie was originally slated to come out in late 2001, but was moved to summer of 2002 because of the movies dealing with terrorism being moved after September 11th. The soundtrack had actually a very popular following, and it had a mix of hip-hop and rap songs, and it would reach number 11 on the Billboard chart for hip-hop rap artists. So let's take a look at the cast. So we have Anthony Hopkins, who plays Officer Oakes. We have Chris Rock, who plays a dual role of Jacob Hayes, Kevin Pope, and Michael Turner. Peter Storman, who plays Derek Vaz. Gabriel Machett, who plays Officer Seal. Kerry Washington, who plays Chris Rock's girlfriend, Julie Benson. And Gracel Budavez, who plays Nicole. So now that we know the players, let's take a look at the plot. So when a CIA agent is killed during a nuclear arms purchase, his partner, Officer Oakes, recruits his twin brother, Jake Hayes. Jake has no idea that he had a twin brother, let alone that he worked for the CIA. Jake, aka Michael Turner, has 9 days to fill his brother's place. However, enemy terrorists learn of his secret identity and kidnap his girlfriend. He has to rescue her and save New York City from an imminent nuclear terrorist act. So there's not much really to this movie. Unfortunately, it's one of those movies that Disney is hoping that quickly people forget about, being that it wasn't a really big box office success. So in terms of what I recommend this movie, I think it's an interesting premise with Chris Rock playing both kind of a serious character and a comedic character. Unfortunately, there's no real chemistry between Anthony Hopkins or Chris Rock. It just seems like oil and water, and it just doesn't mix. The comedy often fails flat. The humor is typical from Chris Rock, which at this point is very tedious. The positive aspect of the movie is the action scenes, but I think they were trying to make a franchise, especially with Jerry Bruckheimer attached to it. And I think this was Disney's trying to make a Mission Impossible type movie. But unfortunately, this was never going to happen. Just the movie fell so flat, and I just think the steam was let out of it. Being released so close to the September 11th terrorist attack. So just unfortunately wrong timing, and then just the zero chemistry with Chris Rock and Anthony Hopkins. So unfortunately I would not recommend this movie. So thank you so much for joining us here on Disney Movie Investigation. Please leave a comment below on what you think of Bad Company. What was your initial reaction to the teaming of Chris Rock and Anthony Hopkins? So for our preview for our next movie, we are going to take a look at a dramatic movie, Anywhere But Here, starring Susan Sarandon and Natalie Portman. So until next time, I hope you have a magical day, and we will see you real soon.